Hi, I'm Julianne Robinson, and that's me, and this is my RA video diary. And a little bit about me is that I was an academic in high school, and I was very smart, and I graduated as salutatorian of my class. And I walked across the stage, and I made a big speech, and it was really fun. And I did theater for 3 years of high school, and I was theater president for 2 years of that, so I spent a lot of time on stage with a bunch of weirdos. And I asked people at Publix to draw dinosaurs on my sandwich because why not? And I spent the last 4 years volunteering with kids in my church because I think kids are awesome. And I come from a really big family with lots of siblings. And I've always wanted to be a bull, especially since I got accepted in January. And I loved it when I came for Bulls Unite Day, and I loved it so much that I even bought a coffee cup to take with me to school. And I just love being a bull here. But what's an RA, and what do they do? An RA is a resource for students who live on campus, who is like your resident advisor, and they live down the hall, and they do really cool things like let you borrow can openers, and they make sure that your fish is doing good so that your fish doesn't die in your time at USF. So basically, your RA is a superhero who lives in your dorm with you. More important than RAs keep residents safe, act as mentors, promote well-being, help with adjustment to college, relay housing info, promote good living, settle disputes, and a whole bunch of other things. But most importantly, an RA's job is to be a resource, mentor, and friend to residents. So why should I be a resident assistant? Well, as one of 6 siblings, I know the definitions of discipline and cooperation and have been working with them for 18 years of my life. Also, as prior theater president, I know what it means to be a leader, have direction, and show respect for peers and others working with me and beneath me. I also am a very caring person and am very well-being oriented. Another good quality of mine is that I'm CPR and first aid certified, which may come in handy as an RA. As well as being armed with my planner and my magic whiteboard, I'm very organized. And the final quality that makes me a good candidate to be an RA is the fact that I'm open-minded and am willing to be open to any and all people who may be around me regarding their beliefs, ideals, and goals. Open-mindedness is especially important when it comes to social justice, which can be defined as justice that pertains to the distribution of wealth, opportunities, and privileges. Social justice can also be seen as giving opportunities for all in our global community, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, identity, or background. Social justice is all about seeing diversity and embracing it for all the wonderful things it does for us in our uniqueness. Social justice also works against prejudice, privilege, and intolerance in the world. By working against these things, social justice furthers the attainment of its goal of equality in all aspects of life, ranging from societal equality to legal equality. As a student living in such a diverse campus, it's important to work for social justice in everyday life. And by working together, social justice can attain its aim of creating equal opportunities for all. Overcoming diversity has played a role in my life in the suite that I currently live in. While residing with 7 other girls, the friendships that have been formed span 4 ethnicities, 6 cities, 2 states, 6 academic majors, 4 hair colors, 3 religions, and 8 entirely different background stories. These girls have become like family to me, and I'm beyond excited to continue the year with these amazingly diverse women as my college family. When working as an RA, it is expected that some decisions will have to be made on spot, and sometimes without all of the information. Decision-making skills are vital to an RA's job for the well-being of the residents living in that area. One example of my decision-making skills comes from my history as theater club president. Within my first week of presidency, one of my officers unfortunately had to resign from their position due to extenuating circumstances. This occurred right before we were to officially induct the remaining officers into their positions. With literally 1 hour left on the clock, it was important to decide who would take the final officer position. Without access to the original written applications, the only information that I had was the speeches the candidates had given at the time we were all being considered for presidential position. Using what little I remembered from each speech, I took into account the strengths and weaknesses of each remaining candidate, and then evaluated their individual strengths versus the strengths they would bring as a team member in order to further my decision. Another aspect that was taken into consideration was how their appointment would not only affect me, but the entire theater as a whole. In the end, an officer was chosen, and she fulfilled her duties that year alongside the other officers. I believe I should be chosen as an RA because of my ability to disregard personal opinion or favor and focus on the larger effects of the decision at hand. In summary, my name is Julianne, and this is my RA video diary. I'm a 5'8" Gemini who loves napping, the beach, and napping on the beach. But most importantly, I'm a proud USF Bull. and I'm honored to be in consideration to be an RA on USF's beautiful campus for the 2017-2018 school year.